My Paladin broke his oath, and now the entire party is calling me an unfair DM. One of my players is a min-maxed blue dragonborn Sorcerer build, Oath of Glory / Draconic Sorcerer. Since he is only playing this sort of a character for the damage potential and combat effectiveness, he does not care much about the roleplay implications of playing such a combination of classes. Anyway, in one particular session, my players were trying to break an NPC out of prison. To plan ahead and gather information, they managed to capture one of the town guard generals and then interrogate him. The town the players are in is governed by a tyrannical baron who does not take kindly to failure. So, fearing the consequences of revealing classified information to the players, the general refused to speak. The paladin had the highest charisma and a +6 to intimidation, so he decided to lead the interrogation and did some pretty messed up stuff to get the captain to talk, including but not limited to torture, electrocution, and manipulation. I ruled that for an Oath of Glory paladin, he had done some pretty inglorious actions, and let him know after the interrogation that he felt his morality break and his powers slowly fade. Both the player and the rest of the party were pretty upset by this. The player asked me why I did not warn him beforehand that his actions would cause his oath to break, while the rest of the party decided to argue about why his actions were justified and should not break the Oath of Glory, referencing to the tenets mentioned in the subclass. I decided not to take back my decisions, to remind players that their decisions have story repercussions, and they can't just get away scot-free from everything because they're the heroes. All my players have been pretty upset by this and have called me an unfair DM on multiple occasions. Our next session is this Saturday, and I'm considering going back on my decision and giving the paladin back his oath and his powers. It would be great to know other people's thoughts on the matter and what I should do. For those asking, I did not completely depower my paladin just for his actions. I have informed him that what he has done is considered against his oath, and he does get time to atone for his decision and reclaim the oath before he loses his paladin powers. Thank you all for your thoughts on the matter. I've decided not to go back on my rulings and talk to the player, explaining the options he has to atone and get his oath back, or alternatively, how he can become an oath breaker. The player decided he would prefer just undergoing the journey and reclaiming his oath by atoning for his mistakes. He talked to the rest of the party and they seemed to have chilled out as well. It's interesting you had to go through this. I personally think this could have gone one of two ways. Obviously, you know this as well. Going back on your decision, allowing the game to be fun for the players at the table, but going against, basic logic of the law, or sticking to your guns and letting them know that, hey, listen, you don't get your way. I am the DM, I'm leading here, and I am playing a game that is consistent logically to the law and to the rules of the world that I am creating for everyone, even if it's, by the book. So I think the decision could have gone either way. I feel like if you were going to lose your table over that, then maybe it's worth considering, as much as that's basically coercion. But hopefully, it sounds like they were very understanding, everything's going to be fine, and maybe they'll think before they act next time.